Peace, 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 peace. Peace to you and yours, peace to you and yours, peace to you and yours. Welcome to another episode and another night of Melanin Monday. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, I will ask everybody in the building if y'all could please go ahead and bring your seats a little bit closer. We're practicing social distancing, but at the same time, we all family, so, you know, we're going to link up. You know what I'm talking about? And as we can tell, it's Brick City outside. Jack Frost is out there. So as black people, we need to generate some heat amongst ourselves. So I'm going to need y'all to get a little bit closer. All right? For real. All right? Shout out to the family out there on the internet and YouTube world. Salute to everybody in the building. We are tapping in with the family from around the world. I'm going to do a roll call in a minute so we can find out where everybody is from, so we know who we're talking to and where they from. All right? So tonight's episode is going to be like every other Monday that we've been doing, magnanimous. All right? It's going to be elevated. You're going to be inundated with information, a download from a good brother of ours, the young God, BASHEER. Give him a hand, please. BASHEER's in the building. All right? The young God, BASHEER, has a download. He has information that he wants to share with us. It is very important that we brought the brother on right around this time as we wind down 2020. The reason why it's very important is because the brother BASHEER, I mean, a lot of people have been going on this spiritual journey this year, but our brother BASHEER in particular, he represents the youth. You know what I mean? He's a young acolyte. He's a young student. And when I look at him, it's like I'm looking at all of the other young brothers and sisters that are on their journey and whatnot. So the brother's like an archetype. He represents a new sound. He represents a new thought form. And he represents a new movement because the youth are definitely knocking at the door. They're ready to teach. They're ready to get on these stages. And they are benefiting off of the information that brothers and sisters are giving out, master teachers and also the master students. So they're taking the information and they're actively doing something with it. If you really notice and pay attention to social media, a lot of the young brothers and sisters are taking the information and they're living their best life. All right? They're going around the world. They're applying, you know, economic skills. They're breaking generational curses. They're going through healing and whatnot. So salute to that brother. I look forward to what he's going to bring to the family. I was saying about an hour, we'll bring him up. You know what I'm talking about? Before we bring him up, what I want to do is I want to bring up, we have some powerful young businesses. We have some powerful entrepreneurs in the building tonight. So I'm going to bring those entrepreneurs up so they can speak to the brothers and sisters online. And they can also speak to the family in the audience. I just want to show you one of these beautiful art pieces that we have right here, right? Because this is all about collected art. Art is one of the things that appreciated value, correct? You know, you buy that $500,000 Benz, the minute you drive it off the lot, it loses value. You go to Icebox and buy yourself an ice grill. The minute you pop that shit in your mouth, the value goes down. But one of the benefits of art, especially in Atlanta where there's a lot of homeowners and whatnot, is that the brother who did this and the artwork in it of itself has the ability to quadruple, triple, and substantially and exponentially raise in price, right? Like a stock. So we encourage all of our art collectors to tap into the brother. We're going to bring him up on stage. He's traveled a little bit far. I met him this weekend and whatnot, and brothers, his collection is crazy. So we're going to highlight that. We're going to bring the camera around and show you some of his pieces. But this is one of them right here that I encourage y'all to jump on ASAP. Somebody said it's a nice painting. What would be the accurate term for this art piece?
I like to say mixed medium.
Mixed medium, right? Right. This is a mixed medium. This is not necessarily a paintbrush, but this is definitely a mixed medium. So, tap in. All right? Yes, indeed. So, indeed. We are coming off of a very interesting weekend. A lot of things going on in the world, a lot of distractions. What I'm mainly focusing on, to be honest with you, is December 21st, which is the conjunction, which is a very, 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 very powerful and significant day. I promise you, this day that's coming up, this conjunction is coming up December 21st. It's almost like the culmination, whoever's been on their spiritual path, whoever's been getting these inclinations over this 2020, over this calendar year, about something big coming on or something big about to happen, or, your spirit is speaking to you. Well, this conjunction is signaling the beginning of what we know as the Aquarian age. Aquarius will be at 0 degrees. And I'm just here to say, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish it. So we don't have time to complain about the negative things that we may have thought has happened to us in 2020. What we're going to be focusing on is 2021. We're calling that 21 Savage, and the possibilities that 2021 is going to bring to us. But in order to be in alignment to tap into the 2021 energy, I feel that it's really important that we get our spirits together. If you're into the gemstones, make sure that you clean your gems. Make sure that you clean your crystals. If you don't have crystals, I highly encourage you to begin to collect them. Collect your birthstones. We got stones in the building. We got gemstones in the building. We got copper in the building. The God just came through and blessed me and Blue Pill with some powerful pieces. I'm going to have him come up during the break and talk about that as well. For the brothers and sisters that may have been holding on to grudges, some of us have, family members that don't talk to us because we're on our path. Some of us have family members who are like, don't come in the house because of coronavirus. There's elders and whatnot that don't want to be exposed to the corona. There's people in relationships, and the relationships are suffering because the corona, because, one person don't want to take the vaccine and the other person is pro-vax and whatnot. There's all of these different things going on. And my message to the family is, as we lead up to this conjunction, let's think about forgiveness. Let's think about unloading all of the heavy things that we may be holding on, the baggage and whatnot that may weigh us down. Because at the end of the day, when we go to sleep at night and we got something on our heart, whoever we have this on they don't go to sleep with that same feeling. It's not affecting them the same way that it may be affecting you. So one of the things going into this conjunction is telling me is that we have to unload. We have to forgive. If we have something very heavy on our heart, and if there's somebody that we want to confront that may have caused harm to us, well, now is the time. Okay? Bury hatchets, right? Bury hatchets. The theme of last month was very strong, dealing with burying a hatchet. There was a battle that went viral, Jeezy and Gucci Man, right? That signified somebody ending a 15-year-old beef, right? Something that was lingering, that was affecting the culture. And these two men came together, regardless of all of the little things that you may have seen that you don't agree with, whatever. What I saw was black men dealing with conflict resolution in a more effective manner than how we saw a few weeks before that when brothers were being laid down one by one. There's like 10 rappers that got killed in the past few months. Shit is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So conflict resolution in our community should be at the top of the list of things that we should actively pursue. You know, because a lot of the Black Lives Matter people from over the summer, they on Twitter and they not talking that shit no more. Like they back to the ratchetness. You know, so we have to remind our people. I went through a whole thing last week about proactive and reactive consciousness. The pros and cons of being reactionary versus the pros and cons of being proactive. Meaning that you get up off your ass and you handle your business before one of our people get killed. And then we're reacting and we're mad. We have fake Negro outrage. And we're going to march with the same people who are related to the same people who done killed our people. It doesn't make any sense. If we were crunching the data, we would be able to sit back and say none of that really worked for us. You know, the outcome does not match the crime. The outcome does not match the outrage. Okay? When we look at what we have, all they have to give us is Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, and Kamala the cop. You know, that's what they said that they gave us. Oh, y'all voted. You know, be happy about your voting and whatnot. You know, be content with the fact that the Georgia is blue. Whatever that means. You know, no offense to brothers and sisters that may have voted, but I'm willing to say, why don't we vote for ourselves, you know, right now? Why don't we vote? Why don't we collectively come to the table and say, let's put an agenda on the table and have an emergency runoff vote like they doing on December. What's the ones that runoff? January 5th? Yeah, let's have a runoff where we decide that we are going to, you know, enact some type of policy that our people could function off of in this next 4 years so we don't have to sit around with our hands out. Because I'm here to let you know something. They're not going to be giving out anything to those with their hands out shaking the cup. Okay? Especially if you didn't bust no big checks on the Democratic Party when they were running for office and whatnot. They have a whole line of people that they have obligations to. And it's not our people right now. So we're in a position as a community, we're in a position as a tribe, we're in a position as a network to do things that have never been done before. By a show of hands, how many people are on the Clubhouse app? You didn't get the invite? Man. All right. We're going to try to work something out. I put in a request to start a room and whatnot. And I've been told that if I get approved for a room, they'll send me more invites. So we'll sit around an email list and whatnot because we want to get our people inside of the Clubhouse app. Because I'm here to let you know something, that they are making big moves in that app on a daily basis. I've learned more just being a fly on the wall with a notepad, listening to conversations take place between some of the top tastemakers, movers and shakers, and whatever industry you can think of. They are on that app giving up big game. And unfortunately, when it becomes public, I don't think it's going to have the same type of appeal. I think that when they open it up, ego is going to creep in. Because right now, there's not a lot of ego. There's not a lot of super ego on the app. You have people who are like multi-millionaires or multi-million selling artists and whatnot, leveled out with a regular dude selling mixtapes out of his trunk. You know what I mean? And they're asking them advice and they're getting good answers. You know, people are dropping information and they're being followed by tastemakers and whatnot. And I've been listening and there's a lot of things going forward. So the energy that I'm reverberating with is moving forward, you know, solution-based, not really focusing on the problems, not focusing on the issues, not being inundated with the quote-unquote, no, he's good. That's a guess right there, he's good. Not being inundated with all of the issues that weigh our people down, and we don't necessarily have solutions, or we don't have the answers. All we have is frustration. Frustration leads to bad health. Okay? Stress kills. And when you really look at it, the way that they lining our people up, if they don't give us any answers, what are we left with? So people are really sitting around waiting for the next incident to basically rile them up and, push them outside so they can march and rally and whatnot. But that's not where it's at. Cool, we were just talking about the clubhouse. And I was explaining to the family that, it's a lot of opportunity on that app for networking and whatnot, especially brothers and sisters that have businesses, like your art business, especially brothers and sisters that have businesses like your gemstones and your precious stones and whatnot. This is going to be a place for you to prosper, especially if we are faced with a second lockdown. I want to have that conversation. What are we going to do proactively to prepare ourselves to be essential during this next lockdown that is 80% going to happen as soon as the inauguration takes place? Okay? Because this time there is a different caveat that they're going to throw at us, and that's called mandatory vaccinations. They're saying that you're not going to be able to travel, right, on an airplane. First is the airplane. What if the China bus is like, what if the quote-unquote highway is saying that you cannot enter a state? There's going to be tolls set up. You cannot cross the quote-unquote jurisdiction and come into a state if you do not have the vaccination card. Everybody in the car has to be vaccinated. They might vaccinate you on the spot. What is our contingency plans? What's the plans for somebody to say, I'm going to just stay in the house for the whole lockdown and get my money on the internet like I was doing it on the first lockdown, right? But I want to know from the experts what is going to be, because, like they said in the Matrix movie, the Matrix upgrades itself, right? There were 6 Neos. In every single Neo, the Matrix upgraded itself, meaning that nothing is ever the same. So what you were going through in the first lockdown, it's not going to be the same thing as the second lockdown. They're going to add another level to it. It's almost like a video game. You know what I mean? So as a think tank, I think that it's time for us to get inside of a tank. That's what Clubhouse is. It's a think tank. Plain and simple. That's the best way to describe it. It is a think tank. It's audio only. What is the benefits of audio only? Right now, I'm on video and audio, right? I'm live streaming. You can see what I'm wearing. You can see my mannerisms. I got to make sure everything is all right while I'm talking to the camera. But when you're on an app where you're just hearing my sound, that's removed. This is ego, right? This is all ego. When you're looking at somebody, they're posturing, they're posing. I got to make sure my angles are right. You know what I mean? You're not all the way focused on just giving raw information. But when it's audio only, it's egoless. Not to say that there's no ego on that app, but it's really not the same if we were all looking at each other. Blog Talk Radio, which was one of the first blog talk / podcasts, they introduced that to our community in the year 2009. And that preceded YouTube. It couldn't have been the other way around, right? So after we did Blog Talk Radio for about 4 or 5 years, then the rise of YouTube in like 2012, 2013 happened, and people were able to see people. But think about it. All of the YouTube celebrities and all of the YouTube teachers who were popping on the audio app, what happened to them when the camera got on? They went egomaniacs, huh?
The entire dynamic of self-expression and presentation changed.
The whole dynamic of self-expression and presentation changed overnight. Ego, super ego. It was alter egos. People was becoming self-anointed. I'm like, damn, who appointed you the head leader in charge? The Grand Mufti and all of that. It created a big ego issue. And now we're back because everything is centrifugal. Now we're back to a networking apparatus where the ego is being removed. And now it's about what you know. Because you can't get on that app and you don't know nothing. You're going to look like a fool. Because there's people who are professionals. They're not dealing with speculatory information. They're dealing with facts. You know what I'm saying? They're dealing with facts. So, like I said, we're going to get y'all on the app. If y'all want to get on there, we're going to, make sure everybody gets the opportunity and whatnot. And, it's a very good time to, be on this path. It's a very good time to be an entrepreneur. It's a very good time to be independent minded. It's a very good time to be outside of the box. It's a very good time to be in alignment with your spirit, okay? Because there's so many distractions outside of our windows right now. I know people who are emailing me to this day about Joe Biden and Donald Trump. We in December. I'm like, fam, let it go. Like, what the hell? What does that have to do with your life? How is that changing anything in your life? You are interjecting yourself into a race that you have no horses in. Why are you expending so much energy on Donald Trump and Ivanka, bro? Like, for real, you used to be mad deep and whatnot. You was studying the star systems. You was on Sirius. You was dealing with molecular activities, but now you stuck on QAnon. You stuck on Donald and Ivanka. Yo, Red, they just had a hearing. The Kraken is out. Like, bro, you don't cut it out, man. That's the saddest thing to witness that I'm paying attention to, how the mighty have fallen, yo. How far the mighty have fallen, right? We had teachers with a lot of potential, but I can't take them serious anymore because they show their hands. They're easily distracted. You know what I mean? They're easily distracted. They're going with the fluff. The shit is sad. They're not on code. So for those of us that want to stay on code, my advice to you, my best advice to you, is focus on you and your family, man. Your babies or your babe, your significant other. Tap into brothers like Ra Aku. Get your charts read. Find out the compatibilities. It's almost like a roadmap, right? It's almost like a roadmap. Show your hand, Ra Aku, in case they don't know. It's almost like a roadmap to success. You're gonna know how about what's iller than knowing the days that are coming up that you're gonna be weak? What's better than knowing the days that are gonna come up that you might be challenged to not go outside, with your head with your head in the clouds and whatnot. Be on point this day. Because according to your chart, you might get washed up this day if you don't pay attention. You're with a loved one and you're having all of these problems in your relationship. You're bumping heads and whatnot. You have no idea why that's happening. All of that could be found in the charts. You may have overextended your welcome with that person. Why do I say that? Because the same way that we have the precession of the equinox where certain planets are locked in and they're conjuncting and they're together, that might be the same thing with you and a human being. We don't own anybody. We're not attached to anyone like that. Some people are in your lives for seasons and reasons. And the friction comes when we're holding on, won't let go. So I highly encourage that we use our sages, we use our scholars, we utilize the brothers and sisters in our community who are dealing with the information and the knowledge that can help you propel or excel in your endeavors. Anything else is uncivilized at this point. You could look around and pay attention to this year alone. The people who are winning, the people who are living their best life are the people who are not engaged in the distraction. Think about it. They're not focused on what the president said. They're not dealing with the fear factor about, ooh, this is about to happen. No, it's not. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all been telling me the world was going to end since Y2K. It ain't end yet. Why don't you let that go? The world ends when your eyes close. That's when the world ends. Other than that, you shouldn't be trying to tell me about anything. Because if you niggas could tell the future, we will be at the mega picks. Or, you know, we'd be at the lottery getting it in. You would have told me that Mike Tyson was going to have a draw, so I didn't throw away all of that money saying his ass was going to win. Right? If it was really like that, so, like I said, man, know thyself. This environment that we are living in, all indicators are pointing to that. It is a ripe environment for you to know yourself. Right? The tools that you need to know yourself are available, finally. They're all online. They're all outsourced. You know, you just have to be able to tap in and remove yourself from the left and the right and just stand in the middle as an observer. You're going to fare better like that. Don't put yourself on the road to get ran over by, you know what I mean, when you weren't even supposed to be there. It's not your fight. That's not your argument. Whatever's going on in the nigga world, that don't have nothing to do with us. We could watch it, but don't put yourself in the middle of that. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself in the middle of that. You know, there's too much going on in that world, and it doesn't feed what it is that we're out here trying to do. It only impedes us. So with that being said, I'm going to take some questions. Anybody in the audience have any questions that we could field before we get into, you know, our conversation for the evening? Questions, anybody? Going once, yeah. Going twice.
So,
Okay.
just about the vaccines, though.
Yes.
I want to know how we can maneuver around it.
Tulum, Mexico. Zimbabwe.
Okay, that's what's
It's
up.
really about being able to show the inhibitor that you've been tested.
Right.
Whether you've been tested.
Right. So everybody gonna be looking for that fake ID. You know, that's gonna be the first phase. How we get the bang dooley to say that, yeah, he took it. Because
You know, I got some I want to throw in there.
okay.
Because if you have to not just look at the present, you have to look at the cycle of events over the last 30 years.
Right. Let's get you a mic.
All right, about to drop it.
Nobody considers this, and I don't hear it being espoused, but it's obvious.
We can pass him that mic.
So, you know, put it out there.
I need you to say that on the mic for the people in internet land.
All right. Peace, everybody. My name is Rob Cool.
Peace to the God. Give it up for Raku, y'all. The legend.
I'm 55 years old.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, I just want to be known that this isn't something that I just heard. I bore witness, I lived this, okay? And you can do your research on it. During the Reagan administration, they wanted to implement a federal ID,
Right.
and it got shot down.
Facts.
For some reason or another, it wasn't able to go. Right?
Facts.
The federal ID is so that they don't have the census and they're able to locate you and stuff like that.
Facts.
Well, it didn't fly. So then during the Obama administration, they came up with the
Healthcare.
Yeah, but
Obamacare.
they were also talking, yeah.
They were trying to push the ID.
They were also talking about a chip.
National, yeah, the national one.
Yeah, they wanted everybody to get a chip, the man to get children to get a chip. And they blocked that. So then they came out with universal health care, which was mandatory, where everyone would have an ID. So that would replace the federal ID and supplant the chip. Well, that got shot down. So now they have a scheme with which they get to create a national database again
Right.
with this certificate of
Vaccination.
vaccination ID. Okay?
Facts.
See, this is really all it is. Okay? Because the number one proponent of the epidemic doesn't wear a mask. Okay? Bill Gates, he doesn't wear a mask.
Right.
And he's the number one proponent. Say, no, we need this vaccine. We need this vaccine. Mind you, if we take it back, if we rewind a couple years and we look back at Bill Gates, his mother and father are the founders of Planned Parenthood.
Facts.
Okay? And she has been caught and it has been well documented and exposed that Planned Parenthood was a scheme to minimize the population of the indigenous people on this landmass. Okay? So they encouraged it, they built it for black people, basically. Okay? So now, he grew up in a household like that. What makes you think he not with that doctrine?
He's a eugenicist.
Yeah, he's a eugenicist or a genocidal maniac. Okay? Now, I don't know how true this is, but I wouldn't put it past him. You know, the vaccines that they did in Africa about 10, 15 years ago
Facts.
left people like 30,000 or 300,000 people sterile.
Sterile. Facts.
Okay. Okay, now
Right.
he just released these swarm millions of mosquitoes living hypothetically, okay, in Florida. And now he's really pushing for this idea. So that and the people have been made docile. Okay, back in the 60s, they would never pull that off. It was very difficult for them to do it in the 80s. But now, because of this internet, and everybody having access to it, government phones, you even have to be financially set to own a phone and have access to the internet 24/7. You got a government phone with the internet on, and this is to expose you constantly to the propaganda. All right. Now these other social sites that have come up, Facebook, Twitter, things of this nature, that's a conditioning tool as well as whatever else it is. Okay, it's a conditioning tool. You get used to listening to a fucking app tell you how you can act and how you can't act. When the government speaks, you're already acknowledging them as even higher than the authority you accept in the
Right.
social arena.
Right.
That was my point.
Right.
Okay? No one's really examining the process. They're just looking at, oh, everybody's
Right.
sitting but the person that is advocating it, this nigga don't wear a mask.
You don't, and the president wasn't even wearing one.
I've seen the president with the mask on. I have not seen a photo of Gates
Right.
or a snippet of Gates with a mask on at all.
So why do you think they're telling us to wear masks?
Oh,
Because
I know.
it's a matter of the conditioning.
It's conditioning.
If they can get you to believe that you need to protect yourself, and they can get you used to the idea that you need to protect yourself,
Facts.
is that easier to get you to stick your arm out and get this motherfucker shot
Facts.
so you can protect yourself.
Just go in any Walmart in the USA and look at what the conditioning has created. If you're not wearing a mask, you are the standout. If you're not wearing a mask, something is wrong with you now. It wasn't, you know what I mean? If you're not wearing a mask, they're looking at you like, yo, you putting us in danger.
They say you're irresponsible.
They say that you're irresponsible, right? So you're inconsiderate. So they have you to believe, you want to talk on it, they have you to believe that your immune system, right, is somehow protected or somehow strengthened by wearing a mask that will prevent you from breathing air, right? So what the conditioning of the mask is going to do is it's going to spill off into the vaccination. It starts with the mask. Oh, you're irresponsible if you're not wearing a mask. Then once the vaccination comes, the mask is going to get thrown away like that wasn't even effective. The real effective is this vaccination. Now, if you don't take this, if you don't take the shot, then not only are you inconsiderate, but you are going to be seen as an enemy of medicine and the state.
Yeah, and of economy, right?
Of economy.
They're already doing what you said.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In Hawaii, if you don't have to be tested, you don't have to be vaccinated, but you have to report.
Right.
You have to report to the county building or the precinct or whatever agency
Right.
in the environment every week.
Right.
If you're from out of state.
Yes, yes.
So then Hawaii is allowing out of towners to come be part of their, you can travel abroad and work their program. So Hawaii is the first place to invite quote unquote outsiders that want to be nomadic, digital nomads is what they call them.
Right.
If you want to work abroad, you have to acquiesce to whatever particular paradigm or rules that they may have, checking in, and things of that nature. So this is going to be the regular. I just wanted to just put something on record that I found out today. It was kind of mind blowing, but it wasn't that surprising. They said they had the vaccine ready in January.
What?
Bro, they said this January they had the vaccine ready to ship out for certification before the lockdown, before they even announced there was a pandemic over here. January 18th or 16th.
China?
Now, no, to my recollection, January 16th, I believe, is when China officially said, we got an issue. And then the WHO came out and said it was a pandemic. They already had a vaccine ready. And they shipped it out for authorization and started then, right? Because people will often say, oh, y'all conspiracy theorists. And I'm like, listen, yeah, shame on you. You feel me? For not allowing us to have a proper communication with the people just to share this information because it's not conspiratorial, it's research. And it's like, you can see it right here. If they had a vaccine ready. And then they said, look, we were able to develop a vaccine prior, right? Because of the H1N1, whatever that situation was.
Right.
They said,
Swine
we've been
flu.
doing research, right? Because they had research funds from Bill Gates and them, they had surpluses. He was already on the circuit talking about an epidemic and the pandemic. So they had already been doing research, cooking. Moderna already had a vaccine that they sent starting in January.
Damn.
You feel me? And this particular, this RNA, right, this digital one, the one where they said, look, the difference between all other vaccines and this particular vaccine is that they're targeting what's called the spike, right? So the spike within the protein, that's where they're targeting, right? They're utilizing methods that have never been utilized before, and they utilize the technology that has never been utilized before.
Nano.
Right? But then they're saying, look, we don't need no research on this. You feel me? Yeah, we don't need a year research approval on this. We know enough to not know enough to know what we need to know. That's what they tell the people, right? And the people are sitting there like, can't wait. I mean, it's the same people who were told, Trump is bad and evil, right? We got an alternative. They don't have no program or platform. They're just the alternative. So the same language and the same conditioning that you see them utilize, the fact that Rockefeller and them was the ones that even started modern medicine, right? And through funding and propaganda, they were able to what? Identify remedies that have been utilized for thousands of years as now alternative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In place of pharmaceuticals that were byproducts of the petroleum industry that Rockefeller was embedded in, making his trillions of dollars. So
Big
we got
money.
the DuPonts coming out of Delaware, the same state that Joe Biden is coming from. And then, I'm just like, let's just use common sense. If they're saying that campaigns are bought and sold, you can buy a politician and buy and raise more money, allegedly, right? They outdid
Obama.
They outdid Obama, they outdid Trump, right? Who has a rabid support base, right? If people are come out 50,000 deep to see this dude in the air hanger during COVID, they're gonna go in their pocket, you know what I'm saying, and make some sort of donation. So he was competing with that. And he was doing drive-ins. So we gotta think, okay, well, his donors are big pockets. They're coming from an industry. These are not quote unquote citizens. So he's already been bought and sold by the pharmaceutical industry. That's why he don't even need to show his face for repair. It's not necessary. You voted for Big Pharma. So I want you, right? Because you have the rare ability to know every chart inside of your mind simultaneously, right? If you could look at the U.S. chart, the U.S. is 244 years old right now. What can we identify in terms of the U.S. chart in conjunction with what we're looking at with 2021, right? Is there anything that's indicating in the U.S. chart in 2021 is indicating mass vaccination? Because I remember 5-6 years ago when you was doing predictability charts on the future, you was talking about artificial medicine and mass vaccinations, right?
Okay, to be specific with 2021, I haven't done the research for that yesterday. You need me trying to paint a picture like I know everything. He's gassing, yeah. I have to do research on that. I demonstrated though on my YouTube the Jupiter Saturn conjunction and on the live they're talking about how it's going to impinge on our liberties because I had to research that part of the Saturn conjunction. But we mentioned this was going on now on those legs in 2012.
Facts.
Okay? We're talking with Neptune moved in here. What we see is in the baby boomers chart.
Explain about Neptune.
Alright, Neptune is a planet that concurs with the eruption of pandemic diseases, plagues, yeah, and everything to do with health and wellness, medicine, holistic and medicine chemical. Okay? So Neptune is now at home in Pisces. It's been there since 2012. It's going to be there till like 2025, right? And it opposes Virgo, right? Virgo is an indicator for Cancer. So they've already got the quarantine camp up and running. That's a segue to the FEMA camp.
FEMA's.
Okay, y'all saw Ready Player One when they had the trailer park, the trailer park.
Right.
That's what the FEMA camp is going to be about. And they're going to be for the homeless, for the sick, for all kinds of purposes. The disenfranchised, basically.
Right.
And what I want to say is I'm going to work on that job. Okay, there's a 20-year period that we're talking about looking at into the future. Right, and you have to look at the past 20 years and the past 20 years before that to show and prove the validity of the 20 years we're looking at. So that's not just something I can just say. They go. Okay. And this is one thing I wanted to say. They've already set up the quarantine camps. Right? That is a segue to being able to incarcerate or segregate people without due process. You understand? It is really about making firmer and more embedded into society the sense of fascism that has been growing since the World Bank turned into the Federal Reserve here in 1914, 1913. Yeah. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, so, I'm just saying, by making these observations, right, and the brother, you have said, and I've heard repeated, these quote-unquote astrological predictions are not necessarily things that are set in stone per se, but this is the energy that's on the horizon.
Well, I can say it like this. I am mixed. I have very mixed feelings about it not being set in stone.
Right.
Because in hindsight, you can't show me where it's not written in stone. And
Right.
because it's in foresight, we don't have that benefit of the hindsight. We say it's not written in stone. So we look at the charts of the baby boomers. Who are the people in government like?
Right. See?
Like, for example, to
Not
show.
only are they the ones in government, they are the first targeted for the vaccine. Because these are the ones that's in the nursing homes,
Listen,
the ones that create the conditions.
when Pluto first went into Capricorn, we were joking about how they're going to let the old people die. And this is what they did. If anybody was in a nursing home when this broke out, they were not able to leave. And consequently, were later diagnosed with COVID. Okay? Now, so there's a lot going on all at once. It's not just Neptune, it's not just Pluto, it's not just the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. When we look at the charts of the baby boomers, who allows them to decrease the population due to their old and feebleness, right? Trump is a baby boomer.
Yeah.
He has Jupiter and Neptune conjunct. What does that mean? That is pandemic. If you knew the astrological lingo, Neptune deals with disease, viruses, sickness, ailment, chemical cures, homeopathic cure, deception, drugs. It was, coinky dinky. The state of Colorado legalized marijuana the month that Neptune entered Pisces. You see?
Yeah.
So all of that going on at once. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, if you look at Trump's chart, he's born in the generation that has the Jupiter-Neptune conjunct in Libra. This is a big Jupiter, government, Libra, conspiracy, Neptune. This is a across the board advocated and orchestrated, which is Libra, through the cooperation of several governments and globally, okay, push Jupiter on the people with the idea of being sick and being beguiled. So this is the mass beguiling, the mass pandemic staged by governments. And all of these governments are with that population control agenda.
Facts.
Okay? And that's where it's been going if you've been paying attention. I mean, you look at epidemic after epidemic. If it's not drugs, it's disease. If it's not disease, then it's something in the air, like that Japanese cat about 20 years ago that let that poison gas off.
Right.
The threat of dirty bombs.
Anthrax and SARS.
All of that is Neptune indicated in the birth chart. When Jupiter conjuncts any planet, he amplifies the qualities in that planet.
Right.
So Jupiter is broadcasting. Right? I'm speaking.
Right.
But shouting is Jupiter.
Right.
Speaker is
Headphone.
Jupiter. The distribution, mass distribution is Jupiter. So it's happening in the sky right before us. We talked about this here about 8 or 9 years ago.
Right.
And I said it then. This is what I want to talk about, you guys. Nobody want to talk about that. They want to talk about current events. So now that it is upon us, I don't even know how I'm going to avoid it. My children don't even have birth certificates. So they're not even going to be able to locate my kids.
Right.
How many people, other than them, are going to be easily located because of the fact that they've been registered with the government? And the military is the agency through which they seek to distribute these things.
Right.
When did the military vaccinate people, God?
Right.
I never heard that.
Exactly.
And the dude, the general that they interviewed, was talking about that they have already been training for this for the last 6 months.
He said we have figured out how to distribute in 64 territories in 24 hours.
Wow.
So I'm like, what type of
Mechanization, yeah.
What type of drill
Well, we saw it under the guise of training. About 4 or 5 years ago, they had the military training.
No, they did
Jade Helm.
Jade Helm. They was doing all of the Jade Helm. You know what I'm saying? What would they be called?
The exercises and the drills. And J Helm is AI.
Yeah,
It was an artificial.
Jade Helm was utilizing the
If you
quantum
remember in
computer.
the Walmarts, they were doing something. I can't put my finger on exactly how it was.
Yeah. People were
The
saying that
military was doing with the
Walmart.
Walmart.
The drills.
Yeah, exactly. And they were calling it FEMA camp drills
Drill,
or what have you. That is all. FEMA is designed to deal with mass catastrophe as the agency that deals with the relief
Right.
for mass catastrophe. And exactly.
It's part of what is called disaster industry.
So this is considered a disaster. The word pandemic, y'all just define it.
Right.
Okay. So, and the fact that it is upon us while Neptune is in Pisces is no surprise to the astrological community because it deals with pulling the wool over people's eyes, feeding them misinformation, being hypnotized, being high, being drunk, being sleepy, being unaware, being insane is all indicated by Neptune's indication and
You know,
Pisces.
yeah, no offense to any of the smokers, but when I see them say we're gonna federally legalize weed, the other day, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I saw
here
that.
goes the blunting of society.
Well, let me tell you
You feel me?
something
They're
else.
like,
Anybody in here that was smoking weed in the 70s and 80s know that weed, there was no such thing as skunk smell. It did not exist.
right.
Weed smelled like dirt or it smelled like weed. The shit that they got now, it all smells like the air on a highway where a skunk done got killed. See? And they started calling it skunk. Where did that smell come from? Out of the blue. It doesn't even smell the same when you smoke it.
Right.
Okay? That is chemically altered, genetically altered marijuana now.
Oh, GMO.
Yeah.
Monsanto weed. So this is what we're gonna do, right? I want to bring up some of these businesses, these entrepreneurs, and I want these businesses to highlight their businesses, all right? And then we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna bring on our guest for the evening, the young god, Brother Bashir. Give him a hand, y'all. All right? He's been in the lab all week, getting his downloads and getting ready to deliver this information. So I want to call my good brother Jefferson up real quick from Athletics. Bring some pieces with you, Jeff. Yeah. Shout out to Side Rock, So Messiah.
Get a DJ some.
Get a DJ some, y'all. Come on. Get a DJ some. All right. What's your Instagram?
You can reach me at EHDOZE. Edos. Provision. Let's go.
Alright. Get a DJ some. Alright. So, our first entrepreneur in the building is a young god, Jefferson, from the world's #1 conscious athletic brand, Athletics. Alright? Global. Let's talk about 92 countries like Spotify. Rap. 92 countries. Tell them about it. So yeah, like you said, we're the world's first conscious sportswear brand. What we do is take things from Black history, iconic melanated figures such as the Black Panthers, Nat Turner, like the jacket I have on. We also have a Morse motif. Blue Pillar has that on. So it's basically creating a uniform for people who are conscious, or people who are on their conscious journey, or people who are woke, or people who want to get woke, just want to buy black. It's something to support. So versus spending all your money with Nike or all your money with Adidas, you can throw some money my way so we can circulate it back around to you. That's right. And that's the concept of, athletics. And we also have Friday Fashion Fun Fridays at Axum, right down here, 1065 Ralph David Abernathy, next to Sealy's. I'm at MELANIN Mondays every Monday, and also next weekend I'm going to be doing the Connect, which is 1492 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. It's another pop-up. And also I'm going to do the Atlanta Indie Market on December 19th. Right. So come check me out at all those spots if you want to get something. All the summer stuff is on sale. So you can text me or hit the DM if you can't pull up, and we can work something out.
Now, what's the importance of being adorned in your own history and caricatures and motifs? Like, what's the importance of that, and how have you personally, seen people respond to that demonstration?
I would say it's just harnessing the energy of the ancestors. You might feel like it's a Nat Turner day. You might need to throw in a Nat Turner so you can really represent. You might be feeling that Tubman energy. So we have that available where you can throw in a Tubman tee or throw in a Tubman hoodie, and get over what you need to get over, or harness that energy to get to where you need to get. And I feel like the benefit myself personally it's like an identifier. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody with a Morse jacket on, you already know they're on the wave. They got a certain mindset, so you can approach that person a certain way, a particular way. So also, like Red said previously, it's a uniform. So you see people with certain things on, and you're gonna know that they already on their pathway, or they somebody you can have a particular conversation with, and you don't have to
icebreaker.
right. You know what I'm saying? It's already there. Yeah, we got Bella. Come on, come up here real quick. Come here, model that. Come model that. That's right. Kids. We got a little.
For children as well.
We got athletics for the little ones as well. You know what I'm saying? Put the camera on. We have our pink pill modeling the Ma'at jacket. You know what I'm talking about? So you know, athletics is in your woke starter pack.
Right.
There's a few things. You have your lamb chopper, your sage. It's an athletics piece in there. So, you know, let all of the woke people know that we here. Uniformity, right? Uniformity. You want to look like how you feel. I promise you, there's a benefit to it. When you rocking the stone, you know, who's going to do it but us? If the others start looking like us, then we're going to be like, damn, they went and jacked our style. So, like he was saying, when you see a sea of brothers and sisters with iconography and clothing that you can identify with, it just brings you into a better place, right? Other than the felony look, when you got to walk around, you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. The pants is hanging down, and you know, you hoping that they won't, but you don't know.
Sure.
So, yeah, here we got Bella representing, you know what I'm saying, with the Ma'at. We got it for the babies. From what size to what size?
We got some size 2 years old to 5X, maybe 6X.
Okay.
That's right. You know, so we
So
cover
men's, women, and children.
men's, women,
We
and
got the
children.
whole family situated. Athletics. Tell them where to go and find that. Offline.
Online is www.afr-letics.com.
Okay.
And physically, Action Culture, 1065 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard on Fridays.
And the weekend.
Or you can text me, 504-296-6592. If you're from out of town, I'll ship it to you. If you're from in town, I'll meet you. You know, so that's what it is.
Cheers.
That's right.
Good luck, y'all.
That's right. Pull up like Grub Hub on you. You know what I'm talking about?
I got the
Pull up like Grub Hub on
embroidery too. Forget about that.
And he got music too.
Oh, I'm on that Red Summer.
Yeah, he on that Red Summer Deluxe. You know what I'm talking about? All right. We have our next entrepreneur, our next brand coming up here. Introduce yourself, kid.
How y'all doing? I'm just like, I'm with Pocket. I'm with Pocket Full of Stones. We make crystal jewelry.
Okay.
I'm the founder of Pocket Full of Stones. I support other artists, and we're here to build and develop other artists and do some art. Right now, we're working on to get a Pocket Full of Stones house. We're working to get $4,000. We got $2,000 right now, and once we work towards that, we're going to have other things in the process, other projects. Going to get gemstones, going to mines across state, stuff like that. Having shows or kickbacks, stuff like that.
So let's know a little more about the Pocket Full of Stones house.
Well, virtually, what we're going to do is we're going to get other artists. We're going to have them we're going to have them living in the household, and we're going to be developing other artists that's there, and we're going to
Like an incubator.
A creative hub.
Creative hub.
Yeah. And we're going to support each other and financially support each other, emotionally, or whatever the case may be, and always wake up every day and be like, bro, what you have done, what you made, what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Those questions are important every day.
Very
those
important.
questions, because a lot of times you can be discouraged, you can feel not enough, not worthy enough, and I know how that feel. And when you have people around you telling you that you can do it, go ahead and get up and go do it. It helps a lot. It goes a mile. I know it helps me, and so I encourage other people to do it all the time. Definitely, we have friends that feel they're not good enough to do it. Go ahead and encourage them, and that's what I'm here for. I'm Josiah. I'm here to encourage other artists to do their job.
Go. Get that man a hand. That is very important, especially in a place like Atlanta, which is a transient town. What does that mean? That means that a lot of us are out here without our parents. You know, we came out here chasing our dreams. We're moving with spirit and whatnot. So what the brother was saying about an incubator, where we wake up every morning to reinforce each other, a creative space, a creative hub. That's the energy that Atlanta needs.
Yes. How can they find out?
How can they find you
more
online?
information?
Right. And if they want to donate and add on to that,
Okay.
match your
I'm Josiah,
two
and
racks.
you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and it's JASIAH, Josiah got the DA Stones. And the business name is Pocket Full of Stones. That's POCKIT, Pocket Full of Stones. That's us. And Pocket Full of Stones is not about the Stones, even though we rap Stones. The Pocket is the group, and the Stones is every member of the Pocket, because we have our own nature and we have our own attributes that we have to offer to the world. And so that's what Pocket Full of Stones stand for. Do not get it twisted. Yes, we do rap Stones, but that's not the just. Everybody here that's an artist or has something to express is a Stone, and you should be noticed and heard.
So,
Beautiful, beautiful.
get that man another hand, y'all. Come on. Pocket Full of Stones in the building. They blessed. They hooked me, Blue, and Bella up with some pieces when they came in. So I want to say, give a million thanks. Blue Pill, you got some stuff? Come on, talk about your products. Blue is in the building with the gold water. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, plug your gold water and stuff.
Peace, love, and light, family. You know, the Blue Pill Live and Direct.
That's right.
In the building with Gold Water Products. If anyone is not familiar with Gold Water Products, it is a health, it's a health awareness company, right? And our mission statement is to make the world healthier and smarter, right? So we have a premier line of nootropics, and what nootropics are they are actually products that make you smarter because they work on the brain. And our flagship product, in particular, this nootropic product, is called Smart Moss. So Smart Moss has limonene, mushrooms, CBD, and sea moss in it, right? But our flagship product, you know, above all, is Gold Water, which is 99.9% gold, it's just in a liquidized format. So we have gold today. We have another product called sea moss. The letter C is vitamin C. And sea moss, we created that product specifically for COVID. We created a few products during the pandemic as a response to what it was, you know, what the people needed. Because as we were watching TV like everybody else was, they kept telling you, you know what I'm saying, this was coming or this is going on, but they never kind of told you what you needed to do. They tell you that you needed some sun, right? But they didn't instruct you, you know, take 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours out of the day and go and get some sun. And this is the time that the sun is at its highest, where vitamin D is provided. I mean, that's simple information. And they ain't provided, right? They told you to get vitamin C, but not where to get it from. They told you needed vitamin D, but they didn't tell you where to get it from. So we stepped up and we made sure that we had to do everything that was within our power to provide people with what was needed. You know, we made products with the vitamin D, made products with vitamin C. We got silver to the family, and we already was on, you know, on code with the gold. So this is Gold Water, right? And again, it can be found at goldwater.com, GOLDEWATER. We have a few bottles in the back. And I also got some jewelry with me. I got some drip, you know what I'm saying? I put 1 and 2 together, right? What I do is a service of the mineral kingdom. So if it's not minerals by way of gold and other products, you know, these stones as well as medicine, these stones as well as healing, like the brother said, these stones are directional and navigational, right? We all have a particular stone that we resonate with. It will help us on our path to open things up and clear things up and ground us and settle, you know, whatever the internal disruptions are. So, you know, we don't just wear jewelry for adornment purposes, you know what I'm saying? But it's actually medicine. So I have some pieces of my jewelry collection in the back. I think that's about it. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
All right.
Give him a hand. Yes. All right. Come forward, please. We have the young goddess in the building. Please give her a hand. Say into the building. All right. Goody. Let the family know what you have and how they can find you.
Yes, I actually am an energy worker. I provide Reiki, reflexology, aromatherapy,
It's true. You do the Reiki on
and
the
I
hand.
also have edibles or infused drinks that are available as well. So my name is Organic.Sage, and my company is Just Breathe. So you're able to find me on Instagram, Organic.Sage.
Right. If they want to schedule a Reiki session, is it organic?
Sage, yeah.
Organic.Sage. Remember,
Highly recommended, man.
highly recommended. We have to take care of ourselves out here on the front lines. We have to pamper ourselves, and we got to pamper others, like our loved ones, you know. So she has the magic hands. Get in touch with her, please. Where's my brother with the artwork? God, all right? So let's bring up another entrepreneur to the building. Yes. I met this king this weekend. Yes, yes, yes. Peace to God. All right? Introduce yourself, King.
Okay. All right. My name is Keith. This is my brother Kenny, right? We have a brand of artwork. The name of our brand is the Black Box Art Gallery. And there's a reason that we gave the title of Black Box, right? I can break it down to you kind of simple, right? On a plane, you have the black box, right? Okay. But on this plane, if something happens to that plane, right, you're going to be able to identify everything that happens, to that plane, right? And as us as a people, I feel like we don't have that black box where we can go and grab all of our true information, right?
That's right.
So, how can I put it? As artists, I feel like we're documenting our history,
Crystallizing it.
That's
right.
it. Yeah. Things that's been stolen from us, but now we live in an information age where we can take back control of it super fast. So, for Black Box, we want to be able to celebrate our culture, give you gems and knowledge. If you see our pieces back there, a lot of them got quotes on it. I love quotes because quotes can become affirmation.
That's
and those affirmations, can develop into action. So just like to say that, support Black Box. We're out of Columbus, Georgia, but it's just a hop, skip, and a jump up the road from Atlanta. We're willing to network. I love the information that Pocket Full of Stones said, man. As us as creators, man, it's easy to get discouraged. We have into these creators blocks, man. So we have to keep each other motivated. We got to connect more, man. And we're taking control of the things that we're producing now. We don't have to, go to big companies and ask anybody, you know what I'm saying? So, but as a collective group, if we learn to move and navigate together, we can all eat good.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you.
I just want to make give it up to the brother, please, y'all. He's in the back. As you can see, he has the pantheon of Negroes back there. The book of Negroes, all of the great ones. I call it the ring of power, right? I prayed and I summoned our ancestors. I don't have the shrine all the way hooked up, but that could function as a shrine. You want to tap in, you want to wake up, and you want to remind yourself every single day where you come from and whose shoulders you're standing on, or who paved the way for you to get here. Because if we tap into mainstream media, they're going to spin you. They're not giving you these names. They're dropping people in front of you once a year and whatnot, but we want to be constantly reminded. So, when we wind up getting some of these houses out here in Atlanta, because the same aim that the brother has with Pocket Full of Stones, that's the aim that we have. We want to own property in the West End. I'm looking for Jeezy and T.I. and Killer Mike. They said they own half of Atlanta, so we want to find out what half. Like, what houses can we, can we create some incubators out here? Because there's too many creatives in this town for there not to be a whole area that's dedicated to exemplifying what it is that we've been doing. All right, so I want to say give thanks, man.
Sir.
Pleasure, King. I met him at a pop up this weekend, and the brother was full of love, man. He was full of love. He was full of light. He took care of me in Blue Pill, and I'm here to extend that favor, and I want to expose it to the family. All of you new homeowners, everybody that got some room on their walls, man. Put that wood on your wall. You know what I'm talking about? Walls. And yeah, tap in. Thank you.
Gratitude.
All right. Yes. You gave the online destination?
Okay.
For the YouTube land?
Okay, YouTube. Okay. All right. Greetings. Right. Okay. You can find us. We're in the process of redeveloping our brand, right? But just to put that out there, www.shopblackbox.art. So we got a page up there, that we're coming, and then we're organizing our brand and our product. You can catch me personally on Facebook at Keith_Black Box Art Gallery. Thank you.
Thank you, King.
Right, so
appreciate you, man. Yes. So what we fixed to do is take like a 10-minute break. I need y'all to go ahead and support the kitchen. You know what I'm talking about? Because not only are we going to receive good information, we're here to eat good as well. The brothers have some things on the vegan menu. They have they got that chickpea soup, that curry chickpea soup. Slap it. You know what I mean? Make it want to smack your daughter. I'm sorry. Just joking. They got some good food. They got Tassili has her wraps. The Tassili got the wraps, the kale wraps. We got the moon jug water. We got it. If you need it, we got it. You know that it's freezing outside, so warm your body up with some of that soup and some of those some food and whatnot. And we will be back in 10 minutes with our guest for the evening, our special guest, BASHEER. That was just insane. It's that pause. All right, family, I'm going to need y'all to make your ways back to your seats. We are about to get back to the program. Our second half is beginning. We are beginning our second half with our good brother BASHEER. All right? Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right, family. If you can, come back to your seats. We're about to begin the show. For the family out there in YouTube land, we're finna begin the show. Alright? Thank you everybody that supported the entrepreneurs in the building. Thank you everybody that supported the kitchen. I appreciate y'all. You did. And feel free during the rest of the night to support the entrepreneurs before you leave. Alright? Feel free to run up to them, get their business card. If you're not ready to shop, get their business card, exchange information, and tap in. Alright? Ready? Blue, you want to break them up? All right, y'all. So we about to bring our good brother Basheer to the stage. I have my brother Blue Pill. He is going to do the honors of bringing the young God up. All right. So give Blue Pill your undivided attention. Give him a hand, y'all. Give Blue Pill a hand. All right.
All right, y'all. Peace, family. All right. Peace, love, and light to the family. I want to acknowledge the fact that we have some of our KTL alumni in the building, right? And what we have been accredited with, if nothing else, is our ability as the pillars, to create places and stages for new talent. You know what I'm saying? Or, having a particular vehicle operative at that particular time. Peace, peace, peace. Family, shh. Let's bring it down a tad bit. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Indeed. So, what I want to say about the next brother that we're bringing forward, right, our brother Basheer, is that I personally this year had an opportunity to sit front row and observe transformation in real time. Oftentimes we get really caught up in our own personal journeys that, some people think that they're the only ones that are worthy of that level of introspect, right? Because the journey is personal, right? So oftentimes we get very much consumed with our own personal journeys and our own personal transformations that we fail to see what other people in our vicinity are going through. But this year in particular, I had the ability to sit back and be a backseat passenger or a passenger seat in some instances, and I watched a lot of young people around me coming to themselves, coming to their transformations, you know what I'm saying? Coming to their greatness, right? This brother's no exception to that particular story. I had the ability to observe him go through many dimensional changes, many dimensional shifts, all for the better. And as a result, I was able to become a better person as well from making this outside observation. I was able to become a student in this brother's classroom as opposed to, always being considered a quote-unquote teacher, right? I had the ability to make observations and learn from these observations as well. So, I know, I don't guess, I know that you are in store for something very much, at a higher vibrational frequency this evening, okay? So with no further ado, family, I want y'all to give it up for our brother, your brother, BASHEER Music. Give it up, y'all. You know y'all do better than that. All right?
Peace and blessings, everybody.
Hey.
It's all good if you don't feel like you need to clap. Should be playing. Yeah. Should be playing. Again, peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace.
How's everybody's heart feeling? Y'all heart feeling good?
Lively, God.
Feeling lively?
Lively.
With everybody's here, would y'all be able to say answer this question for me? Do you feel like you have a good heart?
No, sir. I know it.
One person said no, sir. What about anybody else in the audience? Or anybody else feel like they have a good heart? Yeah. Right. Do you have anybody that you don't like? Nobody, no family, no friends, things of that nature.
I just like action, God.
You say what?
I don't just like people. I just like actions.
Absolutely. So if anybody here also that's online, if you can answer the same questions, truthfully, honestly. Most people will tell you that they have a good heart. And most people will still say that they have, people that they don't like and don't fuck with, things of that nature. Which is real. For you to have a good heart means truly you just honest. Honest with yourself. Honesty is the basis of a good heart. Because the good heart is pumping for you. It's pumping for yourself. It's pumping for your own mind. It's pumping for your own being. We tend to think that in society we are supposed to be healing other people. We are supposed to be doing this magical work for other people. We are supposed to be giving our energy towards other people. We are supposed to always give up our journeys for others. But the measurement of a good heart is a person who is honest with themselves enough for them to say that I don't have the energy to give this to you right now. Because I need it for myself. I need it for my own self-experience. I need it for my own being right now. I wanted this conversation to just be exactly what it is, just a conversation. Something where we are opening up minds to something that I see we open up our brains to something that is usually thought of in a very objective manner. When it comes to how we are viewing society nowadays, we are always taught to take everything to heart. Mostly everything that we look at when it comes to mainstream media, we view it as that, the mainstream media. We view everything in which we are looking at it as something that is directly controlling us, something that if I don't pay attention to this, then my life is going to be affected by it. Everything in nature has its own frequency. Everything in nature has its own resonance, has its own resonant frequency. Nothing in nature pays attention to the next thing that's in nature. Everything in nature pays attention to itself. Human beings are the only creatures who think and speak, which is pretty interesting. Did you know that the average lifespan of a star is only 700 million years old? Our planet Earth is over 2.5 billion years old. Our star is over 4.5 billion years old. Biology has existed on this planet Earth for 2.5 billion years. So that means that nature itself, biology itself, is older than most stars. Our nature, our biology. Why is this important? This is important because human beings, through language, we have done something in which we all understand now. We have sped up time. Language is the thing that is causing something called epigenetics. No other being in existence speaks a language like we do. Our language is speeding up time. If we notice that most of the sayings that we have, we say it all the time. We say that we want to come to a higher perspective. Hold on one second. Like this second. I gotta restart this energy over. I need something else. Huh? Let me get the yo. Yo. Gotta get this energy over. Sometimes you gotta reset. Reset the energy. I'm used to always doing things from my own perspective. But the beautiful thing about where I'm about to get to is that when you jump in the line of fire, that you always get to where you need to go. And this is the point in which I'm about to make in a second. That we have become a people. We have become a people who have disconnected all the way from nature itself. You understand? Nothing rushes in nature. Nothing rushes, but we do. Our language itself is causing something called epigenetics. Epigenetics is the study that through language, through food, through tradition, this is changing your DNA sequence and structure. You see, they say in the beginning there was the word. Because in the beginning when we created language, when we created words, we started speeding up time. Every time that you get on the phone, when you get on social media, when you get on Twitter, when you're watching the mainstream news and things of that nature, you can't help but feel like you need someone to put you into structure. You can't help but feel like you need someone to tell you how to live your life. There was a point in time in which we never relied on a weather channel. There was a point in time in which we just walked outside and we was just okay with that. We was okay with not knowing when it was gonna rain, when it was gonna thunder, when the sun was gonna be out, or when it wasn't. We was in alignment with nature. See, science today is based off something called, I believe, induction and reasoning, meaning that you take the same subject, the same hypothesis, you do it over and 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 over to get the same result. You understand? Science does not calculate, most times, nature. Science cannot calculate mathematics. And science does not talk about intuition. When you go on one trip of boomies, you take any type of psychedelic, you will know that within that one trip, that science is bullshit. Every time. Because you will see within that one trip, if you finally embracing something other than yourself, that there is no such thing as doing something over and over and over and over and over and getting the same result. It's impossible. Every time that you go through a different experience in life, that's exactly what you're doing. You're going through a different experience. Consciousness. How do we know that we are conscious? We know we are conscious because we self-reflect. We are the only beings that does this in our current, existence, in which we know of. When you self-reflect, you know that you are not of the thing that you are not of. When you self-reflect and you go into your brain, you go into your mind, you know that anything that is opposite of your mind is not you. Anything that is opposite of your mind is not you. You sure? Turn it down. That shit kind of blew my ears a little bit.
Everybody good? Everybody good? Yeah. All right.
Sure. We good, we good, we good. All right, let me get back to where I was at. Turn it down some. That shit kind of threw me off a little bit.
Take your time, though.
When you self-reflect, you know that anything that is opposite of you is not you. So when you self-reflect, you know that right then and there that you are opposite of what's right in front of you. Yo, 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 yo. Is it good? Is it good? I can't hear it. We good? Shit. Yeah, man, we gotta restart this shit. Is it good? This is live.
Test.
Yes. There's a short in this line. Test.
So you have to hold on this wire.
Give the brother a round of applause, right? You know, anytime you get some good information, there's some negative energy out there, right? But we don't deal with that.
Oh yeah.
Just hold on the mic.
We gonna get there. Fuck up.
Just hold on the wire.
Alright. We good. I want to do this show real quick. My name is Bashir. My name means one who brings good news from Allah God. I did want to start this off by first praying. And it's probably why, the energy went a different way. Why I didn't get to go where I wanted to go when we first started off. And so, I'm just going to do this prayer real quick. And if you, it doesn't matter who you refer to as God or the Creator, things of that nature. This prayer is just a prayer. So, God is on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favor, and not the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray, especially if they heard thy teaching. Say, He Allah is one. He is not the beginnings, nor is He is begotten, and not bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and not bear witness that all but Allah Muhammad is His last greatest message. Amen. All right. So we got to correct the energy in here and the vibrations. I'm used to doing things from a perspective of, I am in control. Sometimes you're not going to always be in control. Sometimes you're not going to always be able to have things how you want them to be. And this is where I was going in the conversation. And the reason why we need to understand, or not, we don't need to understand, we need to be more subjective in our understanding. Our consciousness is relative to our self-reflection. The more authentic we are in ourselves, the higher our spirit. The more that we reflect on what it is that we need to do, the better off we always are. We say things like, we should use affirmations, we should meditate, we should pray. These are all inner things. We say that all of the healing that we do has to come from a place of you being alone, you vibrating on your own. When we talk about getting back into nature, we're talking about the nature of ourselves. You understand? Something is off. I can't help but I can't get my energy in the mode that I need to be in.
Take your time, dog.
What it is. It is. Everybody that's in here, can I get everybody to come up for a second? Like over here. Over here. I see everybody. There we go. Peace and bless. I share you, I'm gonna say whatever you want to say. We in a real dark time right now. You know what I'm saying? We in a real dark time. It's cold. We black. We the darkness that's in time. You know what I'm saying? And we not people who separate. You feel me? We're not people who do things without getting together. We're not people who do things from this very distant energy. If I'm at home, I expect y'all to be distant. If I'm on live on my phone, going, you know what I'm saying, going in, I'm expecting that. But if you're here live with me, I'm expecting your energy to be here with me as well. You understand? I'm a very traditionalist. I'm a very natural in my expression. I cannot do things from Europeanized way. I just don't do it like that. Even this setting right here is more so a European setting. We're not sitting down together. We're not in a fireplace together, like over a fireplace or over right, in a cycle. So it's just you receiving something from me. But who am I? You understand? I'm only a vessel for a certain something. We are told in society that we should keep receiving from people. Again, we take everything to heart. What's on the news and what's on the mainstream, it has to be true because it's on the mainstream. But you are the mainstream. You are the only one that's existing with your existence. You are the only one that is going through life with your eyes. So how can there be another mainstream when you're the one that's experiencing it? You understand? So when it comes to the reasoning why we have things like COVID, why we have things like vaccinations. They say whatever you give to a God is good for a God. Because a God doesn't worry about what mortals do. God doesn't worry about what is happening. God is just God. So when you see people thrive, you got to think to yourself, how is this person thriving? That I feel like I'm not alive. I don't feel like I'm happy. I don't feel like I'm good. How is that person feeling that way? How does that person feel alive? What are they doing that I'm not doing? Usually, if you ask this person what are they doing, they'll say, I'm on my own energy. I'm on my own vibration. I'm not worried about what everybody else is worried about. And it's a science behind it. It's a real science. See, when we get back into the etymology of words, and this is something that the conversation I brought up with my brothers Blue and Red the other day, that when you get to the etymology of words, you start to uncover the true meaning and the root of what everything it is that you say means. Everything. When you think about the word nickname derives from the Germanic word ekiname. Ekiname means to rise or to give rise of something that is unknown. When you create a name for yourself, you create an energy behind it. Because all names have energy. All words that you use have energy. Everything that you say has an energy behind it. And so we are coming from this perspective in life that we coming from a perspective in life that all right. When you give yourself a nickname, why do you do it? You do it because
Down here. This conversation. You did that with y'all, man.
The brother said that yesterday. Crap.
this shit feel real tribal to me. This shit feel real tribal. You know what I'm saying? This shit feel a lot better. Yeah. You can always try to create something. Try to come from a place of like, let me write this out, let me do this, and I'm trying to see this. That shit never works. When you're going off of like what you know, you're going off of something. But every plan you make, you gotta plan for it to go wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about reality. The thing about our experience is that it's not matter. They create for you at your experience. They plan always goes wrong. There is not a plan that they can create that can kill off the black man or the black woman. There is not a plan that exists in the universe. Now I can try to come to y'all and speak to y'all about, you know, some super scientific shit, super mathematical things, but the most important thing I can be the spirit. Because lately we ain't been running off of that. Lately we ain't been running off our own enthusiasm. Lately we ain't been running off our own ticket, on clocks. Y'all feel like time is speeding up? For some reason, when you get older, it feels like time starts speeding up, right? Why? There's more things happen.
That's the reason why time exists, because things change.
Right.
When things change, more time goes.
There's more things happening, or are you just using your awareness?
Our awareness is already like, yeah, so cell phones give more information than
You're moving. He said cell phones are giving more information
in a day faster.
in a lifetime, in a day, in which we have ever been able to receive. It's very true. That's why earlier I said that our language is speeding up time. Because the more that we are aware of, makes you experience time faster. Think about this. If you are a God, right? God will experience time all in one linear, not linear fashion, but all in one fashion. Exactly. That means that time to a God will exist kind of like how a life.
It exists outside of it.
you would not be able to experience it. You are already a higher trained dimension. What do? You want to experience life again. You want to take yourself out of that of the high place. Come back come into a form to where you can grow from seedling and see yourself come up. I said it earlier that most stars in our system are 700 years old. Our planet Earth is 2.5 billion years old. Our star is 4.5 billion years old. Recently in history, did man start killing off nature? Started killing off millions of years of animals. This is recent. Scientists believe that the more information that we keep receiving, the more information that we keep digesting over time, we are speeding up the continuum. It's all coming to one point. What's beautiful about right now is that the main thing I want to talk about today is doing everything. We got today. Because I know that when we all take the time on this we all are full. Everybody is full from a certain perspective. Right? We have grown up with ideologies that have
Taken out of our natural self.
like the enlightenment right now. People will perceive that as a bad situation. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? I just realized I never liked anything like white people. Like, I just never like to do shit like white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. You know, it's interesting because I'm literally just trying to get to the point where I wanted to talk about shit. Give a
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. To me, this situation, I could look at this shit as like, oh, goddamn, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? People on YouTube, I could look at it like that. But if I look at it from this perspective, like, okay, I see what it was, I see what it is. So wait till you see where I'm at. You understand? And that's the lesson I think that life is trying to tell us. Generally, that we are too focused. Too focused on other people's feelings. Too focused on our own feelings. Too focused on the wrong shit. We always want to pay attention to the wrong shit. As soon as somebody fails, oh, fuck with him. You're not extending nobody grace. You know what I'm saying? You're not extending nobody no warmth in our hearts no more.
And extending it myself.
Exactly. We don't have no hard feels. What the fuck are we pumping for? Come on here now. Tell you the sauciest mathematical equations, sauciest scientific shit. That's just gonna change your life. You know what I'm saying? Unless you actually apply, unless you actually convert this to be your appliance. What you apply it to. Everything is very subjective in our lives. So there is no one information, there is no one thing that we could ever learn that will help us to overcome our own differences, our own problems. Everything in your life, everything in our lives, we have to view it literally from a, literally, we have to completely disconnect. You gotta disconnect even from the feelings of yourself you have sometimes. The feelings you have over yourself. That you hold over yourself so much. So much problems, so many traumas in your head that you view as trauma. Not actually trauma. Not actually problem. Prefer them to be your problem. You understand? This is what you are preferring in your life. This is what you are preferring in your mind. You prefer that what you experienced was bad. So now you say, this is my bad experience. It's just a preference. If I talk to you about, this is how you can make $1 million, I can show you. It's your preference that's going to say, you can teach me how to make $1 million, but it's how I feel right now. Where I'll be like, nah, I don't even want to listen to what he has to say. Because y'all choose. Y'all choose. Even though somebody could literally bring you a conversation, bring you an experience to you that could be to help you, but maybe you chose it, or maybe your spirit didn't want to go that route because it really wasn't for you. Maybe you didn't pick up on that information because it really wasn't for you. You were supposed to go through whatever that you went through. Well, you can just get through it. The certain lessons that we learn in life come from what we appear as pitfalls, struggle. This will be one of those, to me, in my own personal way, struggle. My brother Red asked me, brother, can I do some Melanin Monday? Now, what Red don't know is for the past week or two, I've been on some real introverted energy. Really deep into myself. I want to study, I don't want to talk to nobody, I don't want to, because of the way that my heart pumps. I look at everything as like, you can either say yes or something. And sometimes I feel like the spirit can be calling you to do things other than what you want to do naturally. And I get it. I get why I told him, yeah, I do it. And even though I was literally proud that day, I was like, you know, I want to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I get it now. I get it. Even right now, I'm still put a fucking smile on it. No matter how fucked up something may seem, I can still put a smile on it. That quick. Has anything ever fucked up? No. How many people here have taken 1 week to go without a phone? How many people here have taken 1 week to go without mainstream media? How many people here have taken 1 week to just listen to affirmation? How many people have taken 1 week to just program their own life with something they want? Y'all here. Most of the people that said they're breaking their hands. Y'all notice, women. Men don't usually go to this type of shit. Men don't usually take the time out to deconstruct, deconnect. Instinct is mathematical. Instinct is mathematics itself. Nature itself is mathematical. The only way that you can really define nature is through mathematics. Science, on the other hand, again, is more so a deduction. It's not mathematical in nature, but it uses mathematics sometimes. Everything in nature, again, it has its own frequency, resonance, own vibration, meaning it has its own mathematics. If you've ever felt good, high vibration, love and caring at the point in time of your life, you felt instinctual. Did it feel fluid? It's a fluid side of us. not even connected to money. It's not connected even to their self-reflection. Move on to fire. Fire. Passion. Seeing certain things out of passion. Seeing certain things out of fire. Do it because you feel free. Heal. Doing it because you want to be free. Stay to yourself and do it because you want to be free. I'm not naive to what's happening around me. We put hands all we want. At the end of the day, I do feel like time is speaking. I feel like we're coming to this point, which, you know, it's inevitable. It's darkness that we're in right now. I feel like it's only going to be dark. Feel it. We keep talking about it. We keep talking about the vaccine. We keep talking about what the government is trying to issue. We're seeing it in real time. We're seeing this shit happen. We're seeing this shit come to life. Who is preparing? Truly. Who's really prepared? Who's really taking the time out saying, hey, I'm gonna do my focus on survival here. Who's done it? I've done it. You can understand. I do not like to speak negative things onto my people. I like to speak from a place of trying to get you to understand something. Get you to feel this. Our language itself is coming from a place of want somebody to be tapped into us. One of the time when it was built, one of the time where people weren't afraid to be the only person out in the wilderness. What happened to the man, the woman that used the mountains as they teach? What happened to the man, the woman that used the ocean as they teach? What happened to the man, the woman that used nature, forest as their teacher? There was a mystical nature behind a man or woman who the child was brought along and not being afraid. We all are afraid of being alone in this time. People are afraid of going at their passions alone. People are afraid of going at their creative endeavors alone. They are afraid of going alone. Everything in my soul tells me that I'm a mortal being. I am alone. Never. I took my 5 million years of biology that tells me. 4.5 million years. I got 198 million square miles on Earth that tells me that. I told Red that it was a certain type. Of course, laughing at me, you don't know the outcome of that future.
Greetings. My name is BASHEER. I was invited by Baba. Not here tonight. So I just wanted to recite a poem that I wrote when I was like 11 years old. If I can still remember it. So bear with me. How do you see me? Can you stand in front of me and see through my heart, my soul, and my mind? How do you see me? Can you see me grow? The things I know, the tears I've shed these painful years. How do you see me? The smell. How do you see me? Can you stand before me and see the tears I've shed these painful years? How do you see me? Can you see me grow? The things I know. Okay. Oh, wow. I thought I had it. Alright.
Right, take it off, take it off. I want to see that beautiful thing.
Thank you. Alright. How do you see me? Can you stand in front of me and see through my heart, my soul, and my mind? How do you see me? Can you see me grow? The things I know, the tears I shed, these painful years. How could you see me? How do you see me? Listen to me. Believe I can be that person without ignorance flowing through me. Is it hard for you to see? Wait a minute. How do you see me? The smell of ignorance burns my nose as if a bomb exploded and poison flowing through my soul. Is it hard for you to see? Wait a minute. How do you see me? Thank you.
Y'all give him a hand, y'all. Give him a hand. Brother's gonna get something to drink. All right.
I believe that we should get back to I got a lot of rage in I got a lot of fire. And I hate that for you. I hate trying to pinpoint something that people have lost something from righteousness. We gain something called opportunity. How many people we know this not right? How many people we know drink all the time? How many people we know that smoke all the time? Fuck all the time? How many people we know we can call on and say, oh, this is somebody I know that's always there. There's always right now. Always now. Always. We call one person that we know of in our life, and we can say, oh, that's a righteous man. That's a righteous woman, not a person we know. We know one of these types of people. Are you telling me that out of the thousands of people you have come across, that you experience, even through social media, who amongst these people can you say that person is right? Can you say that to yourself? Can you say that? Yeah. No. I don't feel like we can talk. We can't have a conversation about the problems of the world, problems about government, vaccines, and all these different things, headlines, without us addressing ourselves. Because anything that is happening outside of us is a reflection of what's happening on the inside of us. So if we have become a society in which we are feeling like we are having a impending doom, this feeling of we won't be able to govern ourselves anymore. What if this feeling is because we aren't feeling it on the inside? What if we know that we aren't governing ourselves on the inside? This is reflected outward in our world. You understand? We are people who have lost the ways of our ancient self. Everything about us, you read about it. You can say, find your history, you go through yourself, self-discovery. It's all cute. All of it is cute. All the information that we are receiving is cute. The only shit that's real is what we are feeling. The only shit that is real is what we are doing. That's the language of the universe. The language of the universe is not what you talk. It's not what you say. It's what you do. You claim that you this black God, this black Messiah, it's like where the fuck you want to claim. But it's what you do is what's real. What you do is what's real to the universe. Because only nature does things. Nature don't talk, they do it. Nature does shit. Men are powerful. Powerful from the perspective of they have a physical. They have this light on them. They have this energy that they come from that is from the beginning of time itself. Now men have got the mindset moving forward to everything that we do is the same as everything that we do is the same as our enemy, our person. I had an entire speech that I wanted to give to. My spirit is feeling something. My spirit is feeling something that is beyond my words. I'm seeing something. I'm looking at everybody in here. I'm literally seeing something. I'm seeing something different. Witnessing out here. It's like a painting, right? Like if you ever paint something, you make the notion of what it is that you're viewing. And the best painters are always ones who can paint from what they see out there. I am grateful for the paint. My life is exactly like
I saw you going in that way, so you're conveying the message. You just ain't saying it as articulate as you thought you was going to be able to say it. Okay? But I get your point. It makes sense.
there's a little pain. I see the world itself much different perspective. I feel like I see the world through the imagination. I see it through not so linear. Sometimes linear, I feel it as more so 360 perspective. There are certain times when I can't speak. It's I can convey my message exactly. There are other times when I speak. There has to be a once in a time. It's meets up with the conversation. Some of the best language, you can say is the song. Times of death. Everyone that you see that's thriving in this time, dark side. They're speaking to the tomb, they don't be. They live in their own heart with. Now focus on the rhythm of the main. They know if there is no man. They know if there is no hope. There is no life with truth. Everybody has suggestions. Everybody has a suggestion. Everybody wants to suggest you should next thing you should earn this money. You should get this job. These are all suggestions. Come here today was a suggestion. This moment is a suggestion.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Amazing.
I'm doing good. I just want to say hi again. My name is Maka. My God sent me here. He told me to come here. He was like, it's $20. He's like, you got it? I was like, yeah, I got it. I might have it. I'm sorry, baby. Okay, so I'm just here to say hi, and I'm really feeling alive. I love y'all. And I know I love you, and I love y'all. And I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. Yes, ma'am. I am, yeah, I had a whole speech before I came up here. But you know what? I'm here, so let me just speak. So I'm just gonna say another poem. You know what I mean? That I wrote when I was a little bit younger. So yes, sir. Oh, I know, but he is a very second. Thank you. All right. So I'm just gonna okay. I don't hear I don't hear the sounds of music playing outside of my window. I hear the devil setting his trap for the next victim. Come, young child, I'll pass your perfume. Feed and hold you after being raped in arms. Listening to you cry a long way from home. No one there to help but your own 105 pounds. You fucking me up. Yeah!
No,
You fucking me up!
no,
Yes, you are!
you are.
Oh, yeah, you are! You fucking me up! Okay, you fucking me up. Let me start up.
Why me? Okay, then please
I do, because you're so expressive and serious.
what you know.
Okay. I was just trying to jump up in there. Yeah, I'm just trying to segue.
I'm just going to do it probably. There's no need to I'm just thinking like, I'm gonna let you know I heard you. And if you don't mind, I'm iterating you what I heard. Okay? And then you so you know you will listen to and proceed. Okay? You don't leave it with no doubt. I've been in your fucking grip because I feel like I came out here and colors mean a lot to me. Okay? You on the same vibratory frequency. All right? So I heard you say, you know, you think in linear, we have adopted the ways of our motherfucking comedy, right? And that we need to get back basically to where we were pure of heart so that we can understand ourselves better. You know, I said something like this just yesterday. You need to know yourself. If you don't know you, you can't help you. You can't use you. You can't love me if you don't love you. Okay? So I'm hearing all that. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at the same time, you'll do some of the laws that just didn't change. Because I didn't see the present to my present. Then you said that basically I get the impression so we need to stand back and self-examine and correct ourselves. See what I'm saying? How we don't complain about COVID, the government, the thief, the hustler, okay? The rapper who sold out when I'm in this motherfucker smelling like shit. I guess what I did. And I totally concur with that. Now I'm gonna be quiet.
Right.
Do it. Let's go.
Hey, DJ to the booth, please. All right, we're gonna do some sounds, and then we are going to shut it down for the night. Can I share something real quick while you get ready? That as we can see from outside, you know, we're entering what is known as the winter season. All right, y'all ready for that? All right, let's get some turn up, and then we're gonna leave with some last words and whatnot. A little announcement about Melanin Mondays as we move forward. Yeah, about to turn up. Yeah, definitely about to turn up. All right, give me that sauce.
I tapped into my own instinct, started to God, and was energy. I realized the bigness in me. I control the feelings in me. I destroyed the feelings in me. I had to remind myself that I came to this world with nobody else. I had to remind myself that it's okay to ask for help. But it's just we work for you. You only want to go without you. 1 plus 1 go equal that 2. The inner you, and I you, the inner world, and I break. Sequence, destiny, and fate. Those all of my favorite hoes. In control of how it goes. Me, money, more. Took a trick, they do my soul. Give it to my feelings, so let go and let the bitches know. When you don't bow down, the devil's God, he back in control. Please stop all that cat. Tap back in the magic cut. From different facts, everything you can imagine is yours. Turn yourself and you will open the door. Hey. I'm in Zen mode. Unlock my mind. I'm in Zen mode. Taking my time. I'm in Zen mode. Healing with God. I'm in Zen mode. Don't take me on my vibration. I've been pouring libations. My ancestors been gracious. Long as I've been praying. Hey. Grew up thinking I did that shit. Grew up thinking I needed to cheer. Find some things I ain't buying cereal. Take up there, look all I can. Straight through pockets I can. I used to be so proud I did. Used to treat women like bitches. Devil was fighting my vision. Honest to God, my vision. Proud to be how I said. Started to tell some vision. I've been riding for my role. Taking this in every goal. Niggas think they see the goal. I'm not who I was before. Tap into my inner soul. Tap into that shit that make your skin work more than gold. I need a lot of my kids. Or I just do it myself. Yeah, I don't need nobody else. Please stop all that cap. Tap back in the magic cut. From different facts. Everything you can imagine is yours. Turn yourself and you will open the door. I'm in Zen mode. Unlock my mind. I'm in Zen mode. Taking my time. I'm in Zen mode. Healing with God. I'm in Zen mode. Don't take me on my vibration. I've been pouring libations. My ancestors been gracious. Long as I've been praying.
I can listen to that.
You got danger around here, but it's peace for you. Express your mind to me, cause I'm built for it. If you wanna grow, I'm all here for it. All I need is life to sin. Every on my peace and living no lie. The place that I'm from will eat you alive. It's not safe, you won't die. Even after all of that, ready to rock. That's why I trust you. I'm down to love you. No one else will love you. I always do that for front. Not too many people out to say that just want to fuss. I just want to let you know that I'm just trying to fuck. I don't need bodies. I need somebody. Someone to love you. Someone that got you. I'm always happy. Falling out the option. All these you ain't never doing shit that's out of pocket. No, introduce us live. Can't keep up. I need to see your mind before I let you touch. Your fine ass looks, they come in clutch. They don't make you, but it does add up. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Right through tough skin on my claws. I'm a woman, baby, I'm the dog. You a badass, but you respect my mind. You know my soul compliment your shine. You know that you always a different kind. We can move slow and get better over time. I don't need bodies, I need somebody. Someone to love me, someone that got me. I'm always happy, calling out the option. I can pick you up, but you gotta turn it out and drop it. Up into the side, I can't keep up. I need to see your mind before I let you fuck. Your fine ass looks, they come in clutch. They don't make you, but it does add up. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Right through the tough skin with my claws. I'm a wolf, baby, I'm no dog. Shake your body, man. Like your soul on you. If you want me shy, show you really on it. I got spirit for you. I got home for you. We got danger around here, but it's peace for you. Special mind to me, cause I'm built for it. If you wanna grow, I'm all here for it. All I need in this life is sin. You want, you what do I need in this life if it's not righteous? What do I need from your love if it's not priceless? You can let go and leave it up to me. I'm trying to get to the day on my knee. I'm trying to love you like my enemy. Girl, you don't wanna take me. You don't wanna change me. I see you in HD, but everything is so fake to me. Just stick to me faithfully. Just keep the same energy. All out. On top. Keep it on top. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me talk my shit. Let me talk my at the crowd, let's shine it, stressing me. At the day was protecting me. Like the spirit that was blessing me. And my ancestors always so good to me. Long as I keep on grinding on my feet. It's my word and nobody can fuck with it. Disappear and I'm more word to take a hit. Every song that I write is a hit. Everyone that you like is so hit spirit. It's so fucking excited, we glad like this. We got people excited to let it skin. You the greatest achievement of being man. Disrespecting my tribe, I won't see it again. Force a whole hell eyes to see what's in. Try to tell me that I'm acting different. Take a peek at my body on mirror. Gotta write me on beautiful mirror. Gotta write these persons from everywhere. You can be around me if you ain't aware. This is trainers that try to get you up here. You should get to this spot to tell you meditation and motivation on another level. Had to cut off from me. Be around some shit that these niggas not right now. Love me, I feel like I keep pulling dog. Jump out the book like a leaf of the frog. You beefing with me, you beefing with God. Me and him, we keep it tight tonight. Nobody savage enough for this spot. We making trouble, shit sexy and hot. Cold so fake, you can't tell us hot. Cold so fake, you can't tell us hot. Niggas be acting like this and not. The problem
Come on, y'all can do better than that. Give it up to the young. You can find his music at BASHEER Music, okay? And you can pre-order the project at omitu.com, OMITU.com. Right. So we're gonna wrap it up tonight. I want to thank everybody's participation and your patience and your energy and your attention. You know, we don't do things the conventional way, like Bashir was saying. We've been doing things like circle fires, campfires in the woods and whatnot. You know, the non-traditional way of just connecting. So standing on these stages and doing the traditional way, everybody is not up for that all the time. So thank you for adapting to the energy in the room, and thank you for showing this brother a lot of love and whatnot. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Yes, thank you, sister from Chicago. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you for that. You know what I'm talking about? Rob Cool, thank you for your input and your energy. I appreciate you, King. In the spirit of the seasons, you know, we are slowly coming into the winter season. So, you know, the winter season is a time of hibernation. Like the brother was saying, it's a time of introspection. It's a time to shut it down. You know what I mean? It's a time to, you know, go over your books and whatnot. The end of the fiscal year is a time to go over things, introspect, go rewind the tape. We can't always keep moving forward, if we don't have no shutdown time. Melanin Monday has been going strong for 10 weeks, I believe. 10 weeks since 9/11, we've been going strong. Yes, please, thank you. You know, we saw some beautiful, I mean, we had some memorable Mondays. We've dealt with some giants, some beautiful, wonderful, powerful people have come through these doors. We're going to shut it down for a few weeks now, leading into the winter season, and then we're going to come back and spring forward in the spring. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to shut it down. You know, we're going to have to do some things, rewire some things, and step and bounce back with a whole new roster and things of that nature. So everybody who participated, Sister Secret is out of town. She's in Mexico right now, but when she comes back, we'll build about it. But you know, yeah, that's what it is. And we'll let everybody know when we get back up and whatnot. But I want to thank everybody for their time and their participation and their energy and whatnot. And yeah, that's what it is. All right. Pink Pill, my co-host, for holding it down. Come in, Pink Pill. She's been here since day one. You know, to be honest with you, this whole Melanin Mondays experience was really about her. You know what I'm talking about? It was really about having my star seed witness what it is that we are doing in real time, you know, so she could be a part of it. She has her fingerprints all over Melanin Mondays. She's been here every single moment with me,
And I really want to say thank you and I love you. Yeah. And she cut her teeth. She cut her pink pill teeth. You know what I mean? So now if she was to ever pop out and she was like, yo, Melanin Monday is being hosted exclusively by Pink Pill, you know that she paid her dues. You know what I mean? She's getting ready for that stage. So I'm going to let Bashir leave you out with some last words. You want to leave him with some last words? And I want to say I love every single person here in the YouTube land. Thank you so much. Peace. I just want to thank everybody real quick. Extending our grace.
Hey, God.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody here for spending time with me.